Ready?
Ready.
Hey, this is Tim from North American Safe. I'm about ready to go off.
Okay.
Hey, this is Tim from North American Safe, bestbuiltsafes.com in Wakarusa. Gonna talk to you today about what is going on in the world of safes. Unless you're living underneath a rock somewhere, you would have already heard of what is going on with Liberty Safe. I'm going to give you my opinions as an owner of my own company, and I'm going to educate you hopefully on what I know has happened and what I'm going to do. So my opinions are my opinions, and I'm entitled to them. And from what I know, as a Liberty Safe dealer and as a person who has sold Liberty Safes for years, I am extremely disappointed in the leadership of Liberty Safe. I think they blew it. In fact, I know they blew it, and I think everybody else knows that they blew it. Why? Because they came out and changed their policies. Okay? Now that's the first thing. The second thing is that they're still blowing it on, in my opinion, is they haven't apologized. They have not come out and said, we're sorry, we blew it. We made a mistake. We are going to do it differently going forward. And if we had it to do all over again, we would do it differently. They haven't said that. And I think that's a huge mistake. When is the last time you have heard or seen a major corporation or the CEO of a major corporation come out in public on TV or on a video and say, hey, I am Joe Blow, I am the CEO of whatever company. We have blown it, we have made a mistake. I am sorry for that mistake. We are going to do better moving forward. I am going to hopefully earn your trust moving forward. We're going to show you that we can do better, but I'm the CEO, it's on my watch. I apologize. If I lose my job, it's on me. But I'm human and I make mistakes and our company makes mistakes. When's the last time you saw or heard that from any corporation? Never? Why is that? Why is that? I have my opinion. The Bible says pride goes before a fall and a haughty spirit goes before destruction. Okay? Every one of us has pride. Every one of us really struggles to want to admit when we make a mistake, but every one of us has made mistakes and will continue to make mistakes. We learn from those mistakes. But when you can't admit that you did wrong, when you can't admit and say, I'm sorry, I blew it, and I'm going to make it right, you got a real heart problem. You got a condition there that is keeping you from, I believe, taking the first step, which is asking for forgiveness, trying to accomplish some type of repentance, and hopefully gain trust back. Now, I know Liberty is not going to gain some customers back, period. I believe there's customers out there that have said, I'm done with you, forget it. I'm no longer going to buy or spend any money with your company. That's a decision that you have. That's a decision that you can make. But I believe that Liberty has made a huge mistake by not apologizing and coming out and saying, we're sorry, we blew it, we've changed our policies now, and we will not make the same mistake again, and we will do better. Okay? Will they come out and say that? I don't know. Time will tell. What am I going to do as the owner of my own company? I'm going to sell all of my Liberty Safe products, hopefully, that's on my floor, that's in my warehouse, that I have purchased and paid for a long time ago. I'm going to try and sell those to anyone who wants to buy them. Why would you do that? Well, number one, let's separate the two things here. Liberty's leadership has made a mistake. The good people in Utah that build the safe, they still make some of the best safes on the planet, and I still have some of the best made safes on the planet, and they happen to have a Liberty name, okay? So let's not throw that away, but what I'm planning on doing is giving really good discounts to whoever wants to buy any of my Liberty Safe products, brand new. They'll warranty them for life. And I'm going to have massive discounts on them so that I can get them off of my floor. And I'm going to take a major significant portion of those sales. And if Alliance Defending Freedom represents Nathan in Arkansas, I'm going to send them a check to help represent him against these charges that he's going for. Okay? So that's what I'm going to do. I hope that I can sell my remaining stock of Liberty safes off my floor to good people that want good things. And I will tell you, this is where I'm going to educate you. What can you do to protect yourself? Okay? There's some misinformation going on out there. All right? So this Nathan, who was arrested for his J6 appearance, FBI got the warrant and a subpoena to search his house. When they went in, they found, ooh, there's a Liberty Safe there. They called Liberty Safe and they said, we want the code to get into the safe. Now that safe, from what I was told, from the people that are at Liberty, because we had a major dealer Zoom meeting, that safe had a mechanical lock on it. And so that individual bought the safe from Liberty with the lock on it. That lock came with a combination. That individual did not choose to change that combination. He just ran with it, and like a lot of people do, and they trust Liberty. That some people say, hey, would you keep track of what this combination is? Because if I ever lose it or if I die, my wife could call to you and you can give me the combination. So if you want to play that game, you can. Well, he chose to just keep the same combination. So when FBI called Liberty, they said, we have the combination to this mechanical lock, and you send us verification that you have a warrant and you have a subpoena on this guy to search his house, and we'll give you that code. Well, that's what happened. A lot of people are ticked off because Liberty could have gone the extra mile and said, no way, forget it, man. You subpoena us, you send a warrant to us, you require us to give you that information, and then we'll talk. They didn't go that extra step. Okay, and that's why I think a lot of people are upset. A lot of misinformation going out there that there's some kind of magical backdoor code that they can get in these locks. That's not accurate. Okay, when a safe is made and they attach a lock to that safe, they both have serial numbers. And the manufacturer will write down the serial number of both, and the serial number of this particular lock, whoever manufactures the lock, will have a way to reset that lock if there's a problem. And so the only way they know what they have is if they keep track of the serial numbers. So you say, well, how could I keep that from happening on me? Super simple. If you have Liberty safes, which I do, I'm keeping mine. I have switched the locks off of the safe. So Liberty doesn't know what lock I have on my safe, and they can't give the reset code or the backup code to reset that lock so that someone else can get in or that you could get in. So, because some people make mistakes as far as homeowners, and they push a bunch of buttons, they get the lock so that it won't work. It freezes up, and then they'll call someone like me, a dealer or a locksmith, and they'll say, hey, can you get into my safe? We have to contact the manufacturer. We have to contact the lock manufacturer. If we know the serial number, then they will give us a reset code if that lock is X amount of years old, and then we have to punch that in based on that serial number, and then if all works, the lock will be able to be reset, and you could program a new code into it, if that's a digital lock. But this guy's safe was not a digital lock, it was a mechanical. And so Liberty screwed up, they got both feet in it, they're unwilling to, at this point, apologize for it and say, please forgive us, we made a mistake, we want to earn your trust going forward. I hope that happens, I really do. From what I understand, there's a bunch of stuff going on. And when a corporation gets bought out by another giant corporation, which you may or may not know, in 2021 they got bought out by a large capital firm. And that capital firm, if you research them, very liberal. and donating money by the hundreds of thousands of dollars from what I've been told to very liberal political candidates. Not a good thing. So I'm hoping that the leadership that's running the Utah plant for Liberty Safes says we either have to make a divide, or we've got to sell to a different capital group, or we've got to get new owners, or they resign, or something. They got to make a clean break. They got to apologize, and they got to start over, really. I don't know if they're going to do that or not. I hope they do. I think that's really their only chance moving forward to earn trust back. Because I look at that plant there, I've been there, there's hundreds of people there that are counting on the work that is done there to provide for their families. There's hundreds of dealers across the nation that were relying on the best built safes made on the planet to sell those. And now everybody's up in arms saying, what are we going to do? And is anyone going to buy Liberty Safe again? And what are we going to do as dealers? We just don't know. So I've decided as a business owner, I don't like what Liberty has done. I disagree with their leadership. I disagree with the parent company that owns them. And I'm looking to get rid of all of my Liberty Safe stock and at a great discount and take some of those proceeds. And if Alliance Defending Freedom supports this guy, this Nathan from Arkansas, I will donate that money to Alliance Defending Freedom for his cause. And I think Liberty should do the same thing. What you do matters. What you do after you make a mistake matters. You don't really find out how good a company is when things are going well. You find out how good a company is when things hit the fan, when things tank, when there's a major problem, when they screw up. What are their actions? To this point, I do not like their actions at all. Very disappointed. I have an internal rep, I have an external rep. I like the people there, I like them. I hope they can convince the leadership to turn around, go 180 degrees, and make this thing right. I really do, because in my opinion, they still make some of the best built safes on the planet. Now, thankfully for us, as a business owner, we're not just reliant on Liberty Safes for our livelihood. We have been selling Rhino metals, Rhino safes for years and love them. In fact, I personally have more Rhino metals safes with my personal property in it than Liberty's. I also have Liberty Safe with personal property in it. Am I going to throw away my Liberty Safe? No, I'm not. That's stupid. I have a really good Liberty Safe National Classic that I love, and it's very secure, and I've changed the lock on it, so I know what it is, and I'm the only one who knows what it is. So you can do the same thing if you have a Liberty Safe. You can change the lock, you can call a dealer, you can call a locksmith, and you can get them to either put a different lock on it or change your mechanical lock, the combination. Change that. It can be done. That way, the manufacturer won't know, no one else will know. It's just you. And you're not relying on, oh, crud, are people going to give away my personal information where we want to store things in so that it's protected from everyone. So things you can do to protect yourself. I really hope that, number one, Liberty, I hope the ownership and the leadership tells their PR teams or their PR companies to hit the road. I hope we see a video coming out from them where they apologize profusely. I think someone should be fired, and I think they should try to earn your trust back. Whether you give that to them, that's up to you. But again, I know they still make, that's why I went with Liberty years ago, is because they make them in the USA, in Utah. I've toured the plant, I've seen the people, and I want to support that. It's such a huge disappointment that the leadership and the people who control the money it seem to be ruining them right now. And so someone has to stand up. Someone with testicular formation needs to sit in front of a camera like I am and say, sorry guys, it's on me. and I'm going to make this right, and they've already changed their policies. They're already giving you the opportunity to expunge the data. So why would they change their policies if they didn't know they screwed up? They know they screwed up. They just need to admit it and move forward. And like I say, I think there's a certain segment of the population that will say, and I've already said, and I've heard it, we're done with Liberty. That's it. They'll never get another dollar. Well, companies can be sold, new ownership can come in, new leadership can come in, and things can get made right again. I hope that's what happens. We'll see. In the meantime, what am I doing? I'm selling the heck out of Rhino metal safes, and we have a lot in stock. If you want to get the best deal ever on a Liberty safe, come to me, and you will not get a deal like this ever again. I can tell you that, because I want to get these safes into the hands of good people to protect their stuff, and I will make sure that they have different lock changes on them so no one will know their code. And it'll hopefully take a portion of the proceeds and help someone who needs good legal representation. Moving forward, we've already reached out to some other companies, and we hope to be able to acquire some new lines of safe manufacturers. I've talked to the main guy at Rhino Metals immediately after this happened to find out what they do, what their policy is. He assured me that it was not anything like Liberty's, and they don't give personal information out. Even if you are a relative of someone who you say owns this safe, you got to jump through some hoops to prove who you are with some paperwork before Rhino Metals is going to give out some code that you can get into a safe. So we love Rhino Metal safes. We have plenty of them here in stock. Come see us. And whatever's left in my building on Liberty safe stock will go out the door at unbelievable low prices. So this is kind of my initial, hey, I wanted to address this because we sell a lot of safes here and we want to continue to do that. I got into the safe business because I wanted good people to get good products made in the USA to protect their good stuff. And I still want to do that. And whether it says Liberty on the outside of the safe or something else, our commitment to you is we're not going to sell you junk. We're not going to sell you, I don't like selling China crap. I like to support USA, American-made businesses, American-made workers, and that means a lot to us. Will you pay more for that? Yes, but you're going to get more. You get what you pay for. So I hope this helps our customer base, our people that are coming to our website. I know this is a longer video than normal. I don't have anything scripted. If you know me, if you know us, this is off the cuff. This is from my heart. I don't have a teleprompter. I'm just giving you my opinion, what I think, what I've done, what I'm going to do, and offering you to come along this ride with us and say, hey, if you want to come here and get your hands on some good product and you want to be protected, we will help you and make sure. And even if you have a Liberty safe, you want to call me up, you want to email me, you want to say, hey, what can I do? You can reach out to Liberty right now as a Liberty customer, and they'll try and help you, even though their customer service is sometimes wonky. So if we can help you, call us. We'll give you our opinions. We'll give you what we know. And we hope that we'll be able to continue to get good products in the hands of good people to protect their good stuff. Along the way, you have to take a stand for something. You can't just say, well, let's just see if this blows over. Let's just, hopefully the loud minority will calm down and we'll go back to normal. That's weakness, my friends. And someone needs to stand up. And I hope someone in Liberty, in the leadership, will fire some people, stand up, take ownership, and say, This is what we're doing moving on, and we want to earn your trust back. It's too good of a product. There's too many good people in there for it to just blow up and disappear because of pride and a haughty spirit. So I really hope for the many good people there that we see that in the next few days. We see a complete reversal and not just be another corporate entity that sucks, that is weak, that is only driven by money. If you don't have principles, if you don't have standards, if you don't have something that you will live and die on, what are you? So this is Tim from North American Safe. Visit us. Please come to our shop. Talk to us in person. We are still doing our best to get good product into your hands. We will help you with what we know. We'll be honest with you, and we will support righteousness. We will support strength. We will support the Constitution. We will support law enforcement. We love our local law enforcement, and without them, we don't have law. But going forward, we want to make the best decision. So come see us, visit us. We got plenty of product. We may be changing some and have some different lines here. And if we do, be assured it's going to be, if it can be American made, that's what I want. And they need to stand behind their product. And if I can't own it and use it, I'm not going to sell it. So come see us, Wakarusa, Indiana, North American Safe. This is Tim. I'm out for today. Might be back in the future if we have some new developments. So sorry for the long video. We'll see you soon.